Hello and welcome to Family Gamer TV. We're going to continue our journey into the LEGO Dimensions open world, but before we go into Scooby Doo, I'd like to say thanks to Nathan Fisher because he pointed out in the DC Comics world that we went into, I completely missed the whole world under the water. There's Atlantis. So if you take a character like Scooby Doo and jump into the water, you can swim down and discover a whole new area full of gold bricks, studs, puzzles and things like that for you to find. So thank you very much and enjoy that whole extra area that I completely missed. So now let's go into Scooby Doo. So this is one of my sort of childhood favourite cartoons. Really loved Scooby Doo. This comes as what's called a team pack. There we are. So in the team pack you get the Scooby Snack, Scooby, Shaggy, and you get the Mystery Machine. You don't get an extra level with this pack. It is just access to the open world, but you do have a level within the main starter pack of LEGO Dimensions. That this just gives you access to the open world. Now as we come in, it has to be, for Scooby Doo, a deserted old fun fair for the world. There's also a haunted house up on the top of the hill there. We've got a deserted lighthouse. And there's also a graveyard as well. So I really love the art style that they've used for Scooby Doo here. It's very different to the other open worlds. It's very much more cartoony. The way that Scooby Doo's animated is brilliant. It has this sort of panicky sort of run around as he does in the cartoons. Okay, so getting stuck in. On the map here we've got one of the symbols, which is an exclamation mark. Tells you there's a mission, so it's right in front of me here. We have Papa Doo and Mama Doo doggies, so obviously his parents. They've come to the island for vacation, and they've got lost, and there's lots of monsters and ghosts. So can we help them? So it's obviously one of the missions where we have to protect the two characters here. So basically you follow them round. I'm going to come into the middle of the fun fair here, and you'll see lots of monsters appear. Here they come. We got lots of skeletons. So literally it is, this sort of mission is just go round and protect them from the monsters. Once you've done that wave of monsters, they then move on to the next sort of area, and you have to beat them again. So we'll leave them there. We've got, again with this, we've got the symbol of the hammer and the spanner. There's one of the ghosts here. Restore the Fairground tent for 40,000 credits. So let's have a look, see what that does. He comes out of the portal and, oh, yeah, it creates a whole new sort of area for you to explore, and it looks like you're not going to be able to get in unless you supply that with electricity. So again, there's more puzzles there for you to solve. So let's move off here and go. I want to show you this area here. So we've got the I suppose, is it the fun house here? Jump up here. We've got an area that we can't get into, so if we hit this block here, it tells us that only characters such as Owen from the Jurassic World pack can cut the vines using their vine cut ability. If I press the triangle button, it tells me literally it's only Owen and the Velociraptors that can get into this area. So again, it's one of those things where you need to get into this area, you need to buy that. Only that one pack will allow you access. You can see once you're in, there's going to be some kind of puzzle you've got to try and solve and work out, and that will ultimately result in a gold brick. So let's now move off up sort of to the top end of the island. What I'll actually do, if I put the Mystery Machine on, jump in, come on, in you get. There we go, and drive off. Again, everything's, or nearly everything's, destructible. The terrain within this island is very, very rough, very hilly sort of terrain. I'm not sure that the Mystery Machine is built for for this sort of terrain, or maybe it's just my driving, I'm not sure. See, oh, all over the place. So up here we've got the graveyard, and we go in the gates, and I want to show you one of these puzzles here. So if I jump out, okay, so here we've got two gargoyles. If I destroy them, they allow me to build something. So this is one of the portal machines that's within the main game. Now, a portal machine, you normally get sort of 3 parts to it plus the actual device. So there's one of them. I need to find another one over here. Quickly build that one. There we go. And there's a third one. Now I know if I bring Wildstar in, become Wildstar quickly, I run off around the side of this building. You can see there's the acrobat area here, so only acrobats can climb up this area, obviously Wildstar can do that. Now there's pink sparkly bits here, that tells me that we need to use Wildstar's scanner, and that's sort of shown me the 4th part of the device. So here we are. There. So if I become Scooby, and I'll go and turn the device on. Here we go. Now this is one of the paint ones, so you can see a blob of paint has appeared at each of the terminals, and up on the wall here there's a key, so I know that I need the yellow one to be on the circle. So if I become Wildstar again and become yellow, the pad that we put Wildstar on turns yellow, so I put her on the round one in the centre. If I then become Scooby Doo again and go for the red, and I put Scooby Doo on the right hand side as the key says, and then if I bring Shaggy in as well, swap to Shaggy, and now become blue over here, and then I put Shaggy on the left hand side to become blue. Now I've coloured them all the three different colours, but it's actually green and not blue. So what do we need to do? We need to move Wildstar, the yellow one, down onto the blue, and it turns it green. This then activates the device, which opens it up. It's all sorts of puzzles like that all the time that interact you between the gamepad and the actual game. It's really quite fascinating how they've done it, and the work that they've put into this. Now if I move Shaggy into the dark area, you can see that it's dark and he's coming up with a circle. What I need to do, the part of the pad is lit up again, so I need to move Shaggy onto that part of the pad to activate his torch. So if I walk in, there you go, there's a chest in here. So if I smash the chest, and there's a gold brick. And that's kind of how they work. Excellent. So now if I become Scooby again, take Shaggy off for a moment and jump in the Mystery Machine. There we go, and I'll go off driving again. Now this time I'm going to go off towards the deserted mine. Okay. Now there's lots and lots of paths around this world. It's quite a maze, moving around between them. There's lots and lots of hidden bits. Now, the thing that I find interesting in there's lots of, for me, this Scooby Doo pack is quite an old pack. It's something that's maybe aimed as a retro type element to the game. And you've also the Back to the Future pack. That's also quite a retro sort of old. So it's aimed at more of the adult gamer, the dads or mums again in the family. Whereas maybe the Ninjago packs are more a new franchise, so they're aimed at the children. And I think it's this really good mix between the two sort of different age brackets, if you like, so that it's trying to get families to play together. And I think that's really, really key with this game. Play with your children. So we're in the mine now, so if I jump out the Mystery Machine, and we've got Velma here, in the mine, and she's got a mission for us. It's got the exclamation mark on the map there. So if I go and see Velma, what does Velma want? Come on. There we are. And Of course, it wouldn't be Scooby Doo if Velma didn't lose her glasses. So she's lost her glasses, we need to find them. So we've got to find all of her glasses that she's lost over the years. So there's actually 30 pairs of glasses throughout the island that we've got to find. Now, as you can see on the map, we've got red circles have appeared and they tell us where those glasses are. But it's not necessarily as simple as just finding them. They might be hidden, they might be stuck behind something. You have to solve a puzzle to get at them, or unearth them in some way. And that's the whole point of the game. Again, it's not just a mission of finding something, you have to work out how you can get at it. So now if I just drive you round to another area of the map, I don't want to spoil too many things for you, because I think the whole fun of especially this particular franchise for me is discovering all the little bits about it. It's really fun. So here we have the haunted house. So if I quickly show you inside the haunted house, we've got, oh yeah, you can see one of Velma's glasses in the fireplace there. So you obviously need to put the fire out to get at those glasses. Looking around, there's another pair up on the balcony there. There's lots of bookcases and things like that around the mansion, and pictures that have eyes that follow you. So it's all very, very Scooby Doo. And I'm sure in this mansion, I haven't had much of a hunt round yet, but I'm sure there's lots and lots of hidden passages and things to find. So I'm really looking forward to looking for everything in there. Now, also, one of the fun things that I found quite interesting is the way that they've put the game together. Now, Scooby Doo, when he falls off of a tall building or something like that in the cartoons, he's flapping his arms around and they sort of hover in the air. Well, that happens here. Both him and both Scooby and Shaggy have this ability to, if you like, glide. You can see him there with like dustbin lids, trying to keep himself from falling down. So it's silly little touches like that, but it just really love and make it such a fun little game to look around. Now I just want to show you one more thing. I'm just going to jump Scooby off of the cliff here into the water, because just like the DC superhero world, there is a whole world down underneath the water here. There's all sorts of things, like you can see here. There's a sunken submarine. There's all sorts of galleons. There's holes in these sort of submarines and galleons and things with puzzles and things for you to find and work out. You can see there's a cave here with a puzzle on, and you've got to try and work out how you can get in there. There's obviously some toxic waste there, so you've got to try and work it out. And as you can see here, there's the galleon, and there's different ways of getting into these things, and lots and lots of fish and sharks and things like that. So there's loads and loads to it. So I'm not going to spoil any more of this for you. I really hope you enjoy this world as much as I do. It really is a fun, comical world to play around. Me and my daughter have had lots of fun giggling at different things about it. So it's really, really good. If this is your first Family Gamer TV video, then please subscribe, and then we can keep you updated when there's more available.